As a man, it matters. As a man, a draw matters to me.
I'm here, you know what I'm saying? With Jonathan Arrellano, undefeated, still undefeated, Bantamweight prospect. He's 4-0 with one draw. Yeah, a draw tonight. Jonathan, I've talked with numerous members of the press, and they said I asked them about Henry Ramirez's prospect, Chris Arreola's prospect, and they said that you showboated and that maybe the judge took away from you because you're showboating. Talk to me about the fight. What do you think?
People are gonna think what they're gonna think. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's a difference between showboating and a difference between getting into a fighter's head. Every fighter out there knows, if you're a fighter and you know and you fight, you know there's a difference between showboating. There's a difference between when you're getting into a fighter's head. Me, I was getting into the fighter's head. They can think how they want to think. Hey, you know, I can't do nothing about that. I can't change the decision. I can't go back. You know, it is what it is. But I guarantee you this: I fight him again, he doesn't make it out the second round. Guaranteed.
What do you think when you heard the draw, when you heard the decision? What did you think about it? Were you like, oh my God, were you upset?
At first I was a little confused. You know, I was trying to, you know, it took me a while to actually absorb it. I was thinking, you know, were they watching the same fight, you know, that I obviously in? You know, everyone's coming up to me like, man, you know, you definitely had a unanimous decision all the way, you know what I mean?
But you know, Jonathan, so many guys have, you know, draws in their career early. It's easy to get a draw in a 4-rounder. Especially when you have these 75-year-old judges that are fucking don't know what's going on. I mean, do you believe, Jonathan?
And neither
don't you know?
The writers.
Don't you know? What is this, Henry? Don't you know, Jonathan, that this is not? I mean, a draw doesn't negative. You're still undefeated. It's not going to negatively impact your career. You know, it's better to get the win, but this is not a bad thing.
This is coming straight out of Henry Ramirez's fight. Mouth. Henry, did I win the fight?
Yes, you won, but you did shit that was fucked up. Hello?
I mean, hey.
Hello? Hey, hold on.
Let me say this.
Huh?
When I take a fight on a 3-day notice and I have to lose close to 11 pounds in 3 days, and you see the way I perform.
When was the last time you ate? How long did you go starving?
I went a day and a half without eating, but that, you know, that doesn't matter.
How much water do you have in that day and a half?
Hardly any.
Hardly any?
If you're a fighter,
so
you know.
So when was the weigh-in? When was the weigh-in? I know how it is. I wrestled in high school varsity, man.
The weigh-in was on Friday.
And so Friday, you woke up without any water, right? And then you ran.
Thursday, I went to sleep without any water. Friday, I woke up.
How much weight do you lose in a hard training session? Like 2 pounds?
Normally, I weigh in about 118. I'll weigh in at 118.
No, but after a training session, you lose 1 to 2 pounds. How much weight do you lose in a hard training session?
About a pound. About a pound, yeah. Normally, I average about a pound.
Okay, and that helps you make weight, right? On Friday or no?
Oh yeah, guaranteed.
You know how to do that, right? And then when you wake up in the morning, you always weigh how much less? Do you know that when you wake up after you sleep, you always weigh about a pound less?
Yeah, you actually lose a pound. Exactly.
Yeah, people. Exactly. Anyone that knows how to cut weight, isn't that how it works? Don't we always? I cut weight. I wrestled varsity in high school, Jonathan. Aren't those like kind of the tricks of the trade to lose weight, or no?
Yeah.
Don't you know that
you sleep,
if you work out,
weight,
you lose a pound?
Yeah.
And then when you sleep the next morning, you lose a pound less, right?
Exactly.
So then basically, you didn't eat on Thursday afternoon, right?
Correct.
You worked out, lost a pound.
Correct.
Went to sleep, lost a pound.
Correct.
Worked out in the morning, you're still no food, right?
I woke up Thursday morning. Friday morning, I woke up at 126.1 exactly.
So, but this is, I mean, seriously, when you're talking about making weight, those are two key factors for fighters, or any fighter, wrestlers, everything. Use a pound in your sleep, and use a pound or 2 pounds during training, right?
Yeah.
And then if you have no water or no food, you're gonna go down, right?
Exactly.
So you went from 129 to 118. What did you weigh today for the fight?
No. I went from 132, borderline 133, and I weighed in at 123 Friday afternoon.
But you're gonna, I mean, seriously, a draw doesn't have negatively impact you, man.
It doesn't have a negative impact, but for me, you know, as a
person, it would have
been
been better than 5-0. It would have been better than 5-0.
Any fighter, they knows that when you're undefeated and you beat somebody and you get a draw, it's gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? So me as a man, I want to avenge that loss, obviously, or not. It's not so much a loss, a draw.
Why don't you ask Camponovo at Thompson Boxing for a rematch on one of their cards?
Yeah, that's definitely an option. That's definitely an option.
One more thing. What do you like? Who do you like in the Cloudy fight with Money Pocket?